Good morning, guys. Morning. A little early morning stream to kick off New Year's. Yes, this is an exciting day because we have our big New Year's party tonight. I'm going to start off this stream doing a recording of a signature story arc. So I can make a video out of it. What, kitty? What? What? I'm gonna feed you to somebody. Actually, let me go and check to see if I can fix her powers here. Wait, some of these look real quick. Sell off all this salvage. No, that is not a cat drink. I swear, cat is just out of control. Alrighty. Let's see here. Customize appearance. Let's start off with this one. So, we take a look here. With the epic power pull, we can get rid of the speed on hasten. So let's get rid of that. Under primary, secondary, I think it's invulnerability. Dull pain has a black color to it. Alright, so I think on here we can do no effects. And probably the same thing for that and that. So no effects. Alright, so that cost me a whopping 50,000 on that character. Money well spent, I think. Right, because we put that at no effects. A little green aura there for dull pain, but no effects. Okay, I think that'll work. Alright. Very easy guy to please there. We'll go ahead and go back. So, I'm going to do a video this morning on signature story arcs and what those are. Okay? Because I never knew what they are. So I feel like this is an important video to share with people. So that's what I'm going to do today. And we're going to pull up signature story arcs. Alright, so we found this out last night, so I want to share that today. We'll pull that guy up here. Website's really slow. I'll never understand why the wiki website seems to be so slow. I'm going to set this filter here so that it crops a little bit less to the left there. There we go. All right. Let's start this video. Salutations, my name is Phil, aka JCServant. Welcome to another in a series of videos helping you, the new player, and the casual player, work your way through City of Heroes. Now, one thing I tend to talk a lot about is earning merits to build up your trust fund, so to speak, for your character. As you're leveling through the game, you can get money easily enough through a variety of activities, but the things we're looking mostly for are merit rewards because they're kind of like the big chunky form of currency that can be exchanged for salvage, which can in turn be sold on the auction house. So it's a good way for a new character to get up and running. Today we're going to talk about a special type of story arc called a signature story arc. Now, just to recap, a story arc, you can go to any contact and talk to them about to start a story arc, and they'll take you through a story, and you'll do a series of missions in a row, and at the end you'll get merit rewards for it. You can also go to Ouroboros and experience all the old storylines that you've passed up. There's literally over 100 on the hero side story arcs that you can experience, and more on the villain, and get reward merits. And you can repeat those, by the way. You can absolutely farm those as much as you want. Hey, Peter, to get your merits. Today, though, we're going to talk about signature story arcs. Now, these are special story arcs, and there's 2 of them. Who Will Die and Pandora's Box. They were originally released monthly, and you can access them easily enough. I usually do it through Ouroboros. I'm sure you could find the contacts and hunt them down the old-fashioned way as well. So the interesting thing about story arcs is you will get at the end of it a single SO enhancement, which I don't recommend. 10 incarnate threads, which if you really need them, sure, it's not the worst thing in the world. 1 astral merit, which I would probably never get because it only converts to 4 threads. Or you can get 4 times the regular merit rewards. So there is that. You can definitely do that. I'll turn that lady off there so you can see the rest of that. But that is a thing. Grab this webpage and bring it a little bit back over here. The thing that you really want to go for is 4 times the regular merit rewards. Like one of the story arcs I did yesterday is 5 merit rewards times 4, it's 20. So that's a lot of extra reward merits for you to partake in. You only get those rewards 1 time normally for each character through each of the story arcs. Missions, and there's 7 Who Will Die. I think there's like 4 or 5 or something like that in Pandora's Box. Now you can also get, if let's say you've done them all on one of your characters and you've gotten all the extra rewards, you can also get 1 extra reward each week, or every 162 hours, which is 6 days, 18 hours. Okay, and it doesn't matter which episode you play. So let's say you have already done them all on a character, you could go back and do number 1, get the extra rewards. But if you do number 2 later, you won't get the extra rewards because you got your 1 extra reward a week. So you only get these rewards once on each character, plus 1 extra one a week. So on your characters that you've done everything on, you'll want to come back once a week to do these. They generally don't take very long, especially this first one I'm going to show you is not very long at all. Plus, from what I've been told, they're very good stories. So we're going to actually do a series of videos for Who Will Die, and then we'll do a series of videos for Pandora's Box, where we will go through these and experience the stories together, and I'll read them out loud. So let's say you've done the signature story arcs before, but maybe you didn't read all the stories. Well, now you get to have them read by yours truly. So that's kind of these things in a nutshell. Okay, but there we go. They're the signature story arcs, and the first one here is Who Will Die. And as we take a look here, we can see here it's a 7-part series where a major NPC dies. So Who Will Die? So we've got a little recap right here. We're not going to look at that, might be spoilery, but you get the gist. There's 7 of these guys. And the first one's a level 20 mission, the next one's level 30, 40, and so forth in Ouroboros. So today we're going to do these. We're going to check these out. And let's turn off the Chrome here. And we'll jump on over to City of Heroes. So let's turn that back on. Let's switch our... Today we're going to use Wildlight. You don't see me use Wildlight too often. Wildlight is my wonderfully broken character. She is one of the first characters I built. It's based off the comic book that I drew. And she has in the comics, she has light manipulation powers, absorbs and rechannels light. In this game, we don't have light power, so I use energy power. So she's an energy invulnerable sentinel and whatnot. So this is the one we're going to use with today. And there's the character. And I don't know why the mouse controls are different on different characters that I have, but they are. And we'll go ahead and activate her cloak costume. There we go. She's got that costume, and she's got... This one is actually the second outfit I did. It's nice and shiny. You can even see the reflection of her hands off of the leg. That's attention to detail. We've also got... This is like the original outfit that I made in the system. Not exactly like her outfit in the comic, but close enough. So I need to get rid of that glowing hands effects on Hasten again. I got rid of it on one of her characters, but I forgot to do it on the others, but I can do that later. So let's hit the crystal and start this story arc. So I was actually in the middle of something. I guess I'll need to quit that real quick. So to quit a story arc, if you're in the middle of one, you just hit quit task force. And we'll start a new one up. All right, so we're looking for who will die. And you find these a little bit closer to the bottom because it's like issue 21. Who will die? All right. So let's read this out loud together. Blind Faith, Part 1, Orimbega's One Weakness. Twilight, I am Theoden of the Lost. Normally you and I would be enemies. But today, we are allies against former friends. There are members of the Lost who are going against what is right. Your PPD have allowed me to work with you to stop this. As you can see, I'm currently in custody of your PPD. I'm helping you because our ways require it, or I'm in the full custody of your PPD. What those Lost are doing goes against the laws that have been handed down to us, against the gods, the goals we promote. I believe that in this instance, your help will aid the greater good, if you can believe that. What are the Lost up to? So we're going to ahead and accept those challenge settings. Members of the Lost are resorting to magic in order to gain power. This is something that is forbidden to the Lost. It has been passed down to us that magic is something that must be forbidden. I do not know why my brothers have decided to disobey such a command, but now they must reap the consequences. From what I understand, they intend to steal Synapse's powers by utilizing an ancient obelisk. As we speak, they are attacking the layer of the Circle of Thorns in order to retrieve the obelisk. If they are successful, they will use this ritual to spread Synapse's abilities to all the Lost, tainting all of us with the mark of magic. I would normally be more than happy to receive an edge over you, heroes, but this is going too far. You can find the layer of the circle beneath the streets of Skyway. The only way for them to steal such a large obelisk would be to bring it back up to the surface. Stop them here, and you will save both my people and the people of your city. Okay, well, there we go. We'll teleport to contact and get this done. Alrighty, so we're gonna hop on. Well, I would say hop on over there, but my travel power. See, this character is wonderfully broken. This character does not follow my normal rules for how to spec or anything, and I need to respec her and just kind of follow my normal rules, which includes probably having travel powers early on. But I haven't done it, and part of me doesn't want to because it's the way she's originally built. Now, you can speedrun this if you've done this 100 times. This is actually very easy and fast to get through. First, take a look at this cool loading screen. I love this. This looks so dynamic. This looks so great. I've never seen the heroes look better. This is a great picture. This is great. You can feel the temperature rise as you step into Orimbega. In the distance, the cries of battles can be heard between the Lost and the mages of the Circle. You know, it just occurred to me I had the settings set up from before. That could be a problem. So, I'm going to set that to 1 only because I'm exemplar down, so that's going to make anything more difficult. Oh, and I don't have my stealth power, so that's going to make things even more difficult. Okay, and... oh boy, well let's try to get through to the end of this without dying. That'll be the key. Yeah, I've done this a few times now, so I kind of got an idea of how this dungeon is laid out. But this is a lot for... I might have to reset this mission. We'll see if I survive this first go through here. Alright. So far, so good. No one's following me. No one's chasing after me. So that's all good. Let's see if I can survive this chain up here. That'll be the real test. I'm using Energy Blast. I think this is a set that's often spoke at with disdain. You don't hear about it too often, which is a shame because I think it's really cool. This is a Sentinel, of course. When I came back to Homecoming, this was the first character I built. I love Sentinels, and so far handling this with no problem. I think this would have been a problem on many of my other characters, but also got some set bonus love here helping out a bit. So always use attuned sets, boys and girls. There we go. Now once you beat these guys, you've only got like a few seconds to kind of get out of here, like 2 minutes exactly. And you know, it would help if I had the map. Alright, so let's get out of here. And I tell you, if you've done this like 5 times on 5 different characters, you do eventually get pretty darn good at this. The layout, thankfully, doesn't change for each one. Ah! Super jump only, mini super jump, fake super jump only gets you so far on that one. Now up here, when you get to a big intersection up here, you're going to eventually take a left. That's the thing to keep in mind. Just take a left right there. And hit the door. These people were screaming something about getting Synapse's power and stuff, but I don't want to stick around to find out exactly what they're saying. So you got 2 minutes to get out. I don't think anything super bad happens if you don't make it out. But rather not find out. Oh, by the way, the thing about, remember when you're getting out, it might have went back really quick, but when you run back to the entrance, don't try to click on the door you came in at. It'll say it's blocked. You need to go to the door that's off to the left. You need to turn to the left. It looks like a cave door. That one held me up for quite a bit when I was first doing this. This is most troubling. The Ignis awoke many years ago during the Hollowing, where a giant explosion shattered the neighborhood of Eastgate. I guess this is because we told him we saw the Ignis there. When we were down there, you saw rock people down there. The monsters kept to themselves within the hollows, but we always believed they were biding their time before trying to rise to power. I can only believe that my brother somehow made a bargain with them. If the Ignis helped to retrieve the artifact, then they would help the Ignis rise to power. This must have been done on the psychic level, as communication with the Ignis is quite difficult. I just may know how to catch up with my brothers. I can use my powers to track down other powerful psychics, if your friends in the PPD allow. The guards discuss this for a few minutes and allow Theoden to do so, though they have their guns trained at his head. I will not betray you all, not at this moment. Yes, I can see them now. Limpkin. He is leading the Ignis along with the obelisk. But why Limpkin? I do not understand. This makes little sense. Why are you confused? Limpkin was extremely devoted, like myself. We never questioned the laws that were handed to us. We only wished to serve and be our best. Why Limpkin's going against everything we believed in, everything we followed, does not make any sense. There must be someone controlling him, an outside party. Perhaps we will find them when we find Limpkin. He is deep beneath the earth now, most likely with the Ignis. Go, Wildlight. Find Limpkin and stop this. The PBD have set up a remote radio that you can contact me with. It will require them to approve the call, but you should not have to come down to this prison any longer to see me. So there we go. Alrighty. Yeah, because we're at the PBD. That's pretty cool. Alright. Well, at least they put him outside so I didn't have to like walk in and find him inside because that's a bit of a pain. Alright, so we're going on to the next mission. Now this mission can be a little tough, and there's really two ways to handle it. Like the first mission, you can kind of rush through it and get to the boss and just beat them really quick, which is the general suggestion. Number two is you can defeat the waves and waves of Ignis that are going to come in, because you're going to get like 5 minutes of practically non-stop waves of Ignis. I find that normally I enjoy and relish the thought of killing things for 5 minutes straight, assuming you have good endurance recovery. The problem tends to be that these guys are really, really kind of chunky. They're really kind of tough. And you can practice on a few. Usually there's some here at the beginning. So let me see if I can pull that up real quick. Now the sad thing is I don't actually have stealth at this low level on this character, so I might have to do the kill the 5 ways. But first of all, they're yellow. Second of all, they seem to have some kind of damage resistance like you wouldn't believe. The good news is I don't think they have a lot of defense. Actually, they don't seem to be very resistant to energy. Actually, we might do the 5 minutes of wave defense here. We'll see, we'll see. But so far, this is going pretty good. Now, this is a lieutenant here. So I'm going to hit this guy with vulnerability here. Might as well use up some of my enhancements, or inspirations, because I'm not using them for much else. Yeah, actually, they don't like energy. So I'm not terribly worried about reinforcements. But usually you want to stealth and just pick these items up, and I'll show you where they're at as we're going through. They're pretty easy to find. You can see the map. This is a very straightforward maze. Oh gosh, she's just tearing them up. She just doesn't care. The first one tends to be right up here next to this guy. Usually you can sometimes just stealth and grab it before Sunshine even notices you're there. Like that. Head for the next one. See, I'm not too worried if they catch up with me, but next one's halfway down the hallway here. You sift through the rocks really quickly. Like on some glowies and some of the missions, it takes so long you'll get hit and you have to start over. But with this one, oh gosh, I didn't even need a stealth. Okay. And then you just go to the end and kill the boss. You can really ignore everything else. Though again, with the energy blast, you might want to kill them just because it's probably easy XP. Trust me when I say, other characters I did was, well, to be fair, I used a lot of fire damage. I think they're resistant to fire might be the problem. It's that easy, really. That's pretty quick. It's a very easy mission if you just rush through and grab the glowies. Okay. Limkin has grown overconfident. The Ascension should have prevented this from happening, but it seems something went wrong. Does he truly believe his own thoughts to be above the masters we follow? Already he has infected the others with his way of thinking. We do not need to understand the why of our rules, just that they are given to us and we must follow. That these former brothers have a stronger conviction, knowing the way of a foolhardy decision, is troubling, to say the least. I must apologize, Wildlight. I have done my best to aid you, but every time I have put you one step behind Limkin. This will not happen again, I assure you. Blind Faith Part 3, Lost Ceremony. Limkin and his Ignis allies are in the hollows as we speak, performing the ceremony. Synapse is, unfortunately, not available to help. The PBD have informed me that he went straight to the hollows to deal with the situation there, and has not been heard from since. I can only assume that Synapse's powers have already been taken. My psychic abilities are showing an abnormal increase in Limkin's power, but not the others. So only Limkin has Synapse's powers? Correct. If you can stop the ritual now before it is complete, we can prevent the rest of my brothers from being corrupted. Be careful, Wildlight. Limkin will have Synapse's powers. He may not have the ability to control them very well, but he will be a formidable opponent. It is now up to you, Wildlight, to prevent hundreds of Lost from gaining Synapse's power through this vile, magical ritual. Okay. Well, that seems easy enough. We're just going to jump right into here. In the back of the truck, no less. Okay. Just hop into the back of a truck. That's where the rituals are being held. Pools of lava fill the area of Grendel's Gulch. You can see the obelisk in the distance sitting on one of the islands formed by the Ignis. Now, the island you need to get to is over there. There are a couple of groups of enemies on the way. You can skip them, or you can come over here and beat them up with your energy powers that work really well against them. Your choice. Oh, hello, Ignis. Oh, you missed, Wildlight. How could you miss? He's right in front of you. Okay. Well, that was easy. Map doesn't help very much here, sadly. Oh, I love it. Knocked them together in a group so I could hit him with a energy ball. Yeah, I don't see enough people play energy. Energy's a lot of fun. Just knocks things around. I love ragdoll physics. Alright. Oh, we got another group over here. Let's kill them. Pulmacite. We have found their weakness, and it is Energy Blast. Okay, we got the boss here, so we're going to go ahead and slap vulnerability on him. I'm going to get rid of his sidekick first. Now we'll get rid of this guy. I can only hope he's got the same vulnerabilities to Energy Blast here. Where'd he go? Oh, hello. What you doing down there, buddy? Buddy? You're not very strong, boss. Stay still. Let me finish you off. Oh, I love how the Energy Blast like homing like a magic missile spell. He's zipping around because of Synapse's power. Well, I imagine he'll eventually come back, I hope. I've never had him really run away before. Hello? Are you coming back? Well, like went to the restroom and never came back again? Let's try flying around with the jetpack here. That's why I keep this jetpack handy. There's another one right here I could get rid of. Oh, so you beat up his minion, he comes back. Alright, not zipping around anymore. I will not my life's work be used in such a base manner. I will work with the idiotic circle if I must, but I will use one to seize the power. Oh my gosh, it's going too quickly. Isn't that utter the world? What foolish girl the heroes defeated the lost for us? I can read it up here, but the problem is, and this is the problem sometimes, you're trying to read the text, and now we're just going to keep bothering me with so much stuff here, I can't read what's going on. So let me just see if I can read. Let me beat her up real quick first. I don't think she's a real danger to me, but let's just beat up this character real quick. And let's see here. This is my obelisk, all of you. All of you are fools. I will not allow my life's work to be used in such a base manner. I will work with the idiotic circle if I must, but I will be the one to seize the power and use it with my champion, says Alistair. Ekana, utter the words and obtain the power of Synapse. I do not need Synapse powers to do this, but I will kill the hero on my own and then take the powers. What? Foolish girl, this hero has defeated the lost for us, the Ignis force, and you do this? So, okay. Alright, had to go back to the chat just to read that. Now let's get rid of those distractions. Alright. Was there another one? Or was that the only one? Aha! Stay still, Spectral Knight. Ugh, useless idiotic, but no matter. That was enough time for the power to build up. But wait, no, this doesn't seem right. The obelisk gets... Kablooey! Clue found. Uh-oh. Something happened there. This isn't over, mark my words, I'll find the others. Meanwhile, in the hall of... in the back of the bar at Rogue Isles. Our plans for Synapse's grand finale have been sundered, along with the obelisk. Per your instructions, the item the Lost used to communicate the Ignis has been destroyed. Perfect. It's a good thing that I have the other obelisk hidden from that idiotic ghost. This was an excellent test run. What do we do about Wildlight and Synapse? Keep Synapse on our candidate list. As for Wildlight, let's just say I have a plan to deal with someone like her. Very well. I'll go ensure that our plans for Numina go smoother than they did with Synapse. I feel like I should say, see that you do. But, and that's it. That's the end. Now that took 18 minutes. That's with me taking my time. You can definitely speedrun it faster. And this is the first time I've done this on this character, I think. So it says there at the top. So I'll take 4 times the merit rewards. I could get incarnate threads, but I got plenty of those. So I'll accept those rewards. And we'll get 20 more reward merits. Hit OK. And hit exit. What are you doing over there, cat? The cat's being naughty. Return to contact, call him up. I thank you, Wildlight, for saving my people from the taint of magic, though I imagine your motives were to save your people from my own. Limkin's words are, they cause me pause, Wildlight. I've never questioned anything that our masters have told us, but it seems for Limkin, his lack of understanding caused all of this. Even still, we've always been told to not enter a dialogue with those such as yourself, yet here I am disobeying that in order to save the people. We were never told the why, just simply to obey. I thought Limkin a fool, but yet I do the same as he, for the same reasons, to save our people. I will think on this, on you and I working together, Wildlight. For now, we have nothing left. You will go on to become a hero of your people. I will soon be transferred to Zig to rot in a cell, all for following the orders of our masters. There is no rescue for me, not when I've broken our oaths and our laws. So there we go. Very cool, very interesting, being that is part 1 of this. If you like me doing these types of story arcs, make sure you leave some comments below. And reading these out loud takes a bit of time and energy, so I'll only continue to do it if I feel like there is support for it. But I'll continue to make content of some sort regardless. But thank you guys so much for watching this particular episode. And we will see you all next time on YouTube. Thank you so much, and may God bless you. And that one is a wrap. Yay. Boom. Okay, let me stretch for a minute here. Let me think about what to do next. Alright. I want to get ready for tonight and think about characters I want to have leveled up. So let's take a look at that. Alright, so Blackest Heart is a Dark Blast, Dark Armor Sentinel. Is that a good combination? Dark for Sentinel. Let's see what the internet says. High resistance self healing via dark armor's energy drain, solid range generous dark blast, making them great solars to team players. Though dark armor struggles with knockback, it needs good endurance management. So I have a dark sentinel. I have, what is this? Sonic regeneration. What about sonic regeneration? I get the feeling no matter what I say, the AI will always say, that's a great decision. I have Psychic Blast Psionic Armor, which I have Psionic Armor on Voltaic Veil. Why did they move Voltaic Veil down here? Let's get rid of this guy here. That was just a silly thing. Let's get rid of that one, maybe? Did I do that correctly? Test, test. Boom. Alright, now he's gone. We have the Winter Axe. So I definitely want to level him a bit. So I'll make a page here of things I want to level. Actually, let's just bring them over here and put them down here. So with Winter Axe, I want to level. What else do I want to level? This Toilet Tankster, a Water Blast, Psionic Armor, Sentinel. No, I think Water Blast is already kind of taken by a blaster I have somewhere. Water Blast is better on a blaster. Slipstream. Which I totally had to spell that wrong to make that work. Sipstream? Looks like Sipstream? I'll have to rename that character. Let me see, I'm pretty sure... Oh... Got a couple blasters I want to work on tonight. Let's see here. Blaster, blaster, blaster. Salvage melee. My Falcon Force. And my Farmer Ranger Red. Alright, so we have a Dominator who's gravity-controlled energy assault. That actually sounds it sounds very interesting on paper. We're going to keep that one, level that one up tonight. So these are the characters I want to level. Let's see here. Nukton is my Radiation Blabber. I probably need to give him more of a shot. So this is the fake Blue Lazuli. I could probably delete this character. Symphony Control. Sonic Assault. Or I could repurpose this character as somebody else probably. So I won't delete that one just yet. Oh gosh. You need to delete that character. That's a weird name there too, Phil. I think I just hit keys on a keyboard. Probably won't be able to delete the character because I can't spell the name right. Alright. So that one's done. So the Toilet Tankster. Water Blast. I kind of had this idea of like a water blasty guy who's kind of tanky, call him the Toilet Tankster, which would be kind of funny. But at the end of the day, we'll keep him around, I guess. Let's see. So this is Psychic Blast, Psionic Armor. Let's just take a look at what other psionic blasters I could have made. Range damage. Sentinel. So Psychic Blast. And then with secondary powers, right? You have these different ones. So Energy Aura makes you more dodgy, which could actually be very good. Ninjutsu. Often, let's see what ninjutsu gets you. You get ninja reflexes. You get a danger sense. Blinding power throws things at your enemies so they're blinded. Suffering a chance to hit. That seems pretty good. Let's see. What else is there? Ice armor. You don't see too many people using ice armor. Radiation, stone armor, super reflexes, and willpower. These are two I've really not done before. Super reflexes are often spoken about. You become more evasive to melee attacks while you have focus fighting activated. This will increase your defense versus melee as long as it's active. So definitely a lot of defense in this one too. And then willpower is slight resistance to all damage. Your mind over body becomes highly resistant to smashing, lethal, and psionic damage. You get fast healing, you get indomitable will, strength of will. So pretty good health regeneration, endurance recovery. Willpower looks pretty interesting. Super reflexes looks very interesting. I think I want to try super reflexes or willpower. Willpower would go really well thematically with psychic powers, I think. What's a good name for psionic will character? So let's go to Gemini, see if he can come up with some good names for us. Name for psionic, and we're looking for psionic and willpower. Sentinel in City of Heroes. Let's ask it to give 10 good names. See what AI comes up with. Indomitable Mind, Resolve, Iron Psych, and Aegis Pulse. Aegis Pulse or Mind Warden. This actually sounds pretty good. I imagine Mind Warden's taken. Aegis Pulse is there. Mind Warden. It's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah, that one's taken. Kind of like the idea of that one. Make that a shorter character. This game loves its long legs. I'm not going to really do a big outfit for this character just yet. It would be funny if she looked like a biker. Because I don't know if I'm going to like this character or not. So I don't like to spend a lot of time on something I'm not 100% really sure on just yet. So I just kind of look through the pre-made outfits. We'll give it a little bit of a coloration here, maybe. And see if something kind of sticks out as being a little psychically looking from these early on. Oh, here we go. This is a looker right here. Already got some metallic-y ones. Mind police officer, mind pirate. You just go for plain. The I didn't bother to make an outfit is not the worst idea in the world. I didn't bother to make an outfit. I mean, this is what I picked before because it just looks like a It looks like it could possibly be a mindy person there, so. Serrated sugar hair. Beehive hair. Give her the rogue look. Oh, well, I wasn't going for the linked colors here, but let's see here. Turn off the linked colors. Now, can I make her hair like a different color? Alright, this will work for a placeholder. Choose your secondary power. We're going to go for willpower. Pain over tolerance, slight resistant. Oh. Highly resistant to smashing lethal. I'll take that one. Do you want to play the tutorial? No. Hero. Enter game. Alright, so we're just making up characters right now for the big leveling up tonight. I plan to level up a bunch of characters. I hope you'll join me. Alright, let me go to the smart vendor, grab some double XP. And usually what I do is I'll grab some double XP here. And because I'm going to be leveling up this character in the first 15 levels anyways, give or take, and in Pocket D, I'll just head him over there. Actually, one of the things I should look at maybe today while we're hanging out is just look at some AE missions. If you're just joining, I hope you're having a good morning today. I hope everything's going good for you. Feel free to say hi in chat. Let's go ahead and get this one down over there. Oh. Got your license to drive me crazy. There's some neat little pinball machines over here in the corner. Alright, so we'll pop this character right over here. Kind of set up my UI. Like it a certain way there. Oh, let me grab a channel. I like to add a channel for rewards. Hit OK. This is why I don't hear too many people in chat, because I don't look at chat very often. Just me. Could just be me. Alright, so that character's pretty much ready. This guy's in my seat. I'm gonna kick him out. Alright, so that character's ready for tonight. Alright, so that character's Aegis Pulse, and I think I'm gonna get rid of Mandala here. Bye, Mandala. We're going to go ahead and pop this character over here on our 2-level list. Got a few characters here. Let me see. Regeneration and Dark Blast. Let me take a look at regeneration real quick. Let's take a look at regeneration. So you get fast healing, reconstruction, leaves you resistant to that. Fast healing. Your abuse system makes you resilient to disease and multiple ailments. Healing technique also becomes effective. This power is always on. Makes you resistant to mezzes. Makes you more resilient. This power allows you to build resistance to disorientation effects. You do not get disoriented. Okay. Resilience also grants some resistance to all damage types. This is always on. Reactive regeneration. This is on. You're regenerate at an astounding rate. Alright. Second win. When you use this power, you'll recover a percentage of your missing health in addition to increasing your maximum health. Should you fall in battle, you'll stand up to fight again. If used while defeated, you'll stand back up, protected from XP debt. When you activate this power, you'll deal increased damage, recover endurance more quickly, gain resistance, and are highly resistant knockback. Really, no defenses or anything at all in regeneration. I wonder if that means it's kind of bad, because there's like nothing there. And this is Sonic attack. Yeah, I feel like we would probably delete this person. And then we have our Black Dark Blast Sentinel, which I think I do want to try him out. It's a very handsome Sentinel too, I might add. So we have that one. Dominator, Blaster, Brute. Wait, where's our really cool new Psychic Sentinel? What page did I put that one on? We're looking for Sentinel. How'd you end up over here in the Defender page? Bad Sentinel. Let's see if I can change the name on this character to All Wet Slipstream. The All Wet Slipstream. Why? Because I could. Alright, so for Corruptors, we already have a couple new Corruptors here I'm working on. Let's see here. Dominators. We got some good mix of Dominators. Just take a look. A couple Masterminds, Defenders, Blasters. We got a couple new Blasters we're working on. Brutes. Brutes. Let's take a look at what we're making tonight. We have a new Brute already, 2 new Blasters, a new Dominator, and 2 Sentinels. Could we use a new Corruptor? Yes. We can always use a new Corruptor. Let's see here. What Corruptor have we not done so far? No, I feel like I've actually gotten most of these. I think I need more experience, I think, before I pick something for the second time. Kinetics, oh boy. Oh, you know what I could use is a controller. Because people always talk about illusion radiation, how it's the bomb. So there's illusion radiation, and then there's fire kinetics. It's kind of the two that you hear about all the time as like the kind of solo-y builds that you want to do. make this guy like a small little illusion controller here. He's a small little guy. Yeah. Make him look like this. The tiny illusionist. The tiny. Call him the tiny mesmer. Bitch, that one's not taken. Oh, let me go back, give him at least some color. There we go. What time are we playing on Starry Night? The festivities start at 8 p.m. Eastern or earlier. But no later than 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll run until midnight Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific or so. I'm making up some characters right now that I want to level up on these farms just to have them. I do need to make some villains. I'm making too many heroes. Some of these will just need to class change the villain later. Definitely got to make some more villains. Let's change some of these guys to villain. I hope you're joining us tonight. Give me that double XP. And we'll get him into Pocket D. Ooh, sliding. I would totally redo that outfit, though. If I like this character, I won't stick with that for very long. Nice, yeah. And we're definitely looking for volunteers to help run farms, because I'm like to think we're going to have more than 8 people. We might even have more than 16, so we'll see. I have put advertisements out in quite a few places. I'm hoping people will show up. All right, so this guy is ready. Yay. Oh yeah, found an exploration badge. So this is a controller that's ready to level. And we'll put him on the ready to level page for tonight. So these are characters I'm just going to rotate in and get them kind of leveled up. I do have that new Scrapper, Falcon Flight, but she's already 19, so she's at a good level already, so that's fine. I could make a second Stalker. Let's do a second Stalker. Hey, are you excited for the party, Moonchild? That's what I'm making. I'm making characters that I can level up in farms. I don't know which one of these I'll actually play in the long run, but I usually get my first 15 levels or so from a farm because I've already done those beginning missions 800 times, and you got to be at least level 15 to go into Ouroboros anyways. So... oh, well, you're very welcome. We're going to have a really good time tonight, guys. I'm very excited. We're going to have pretty much nonstop farms. We're going to talk about the game all night while we're farming. So anybody who wants to come on a voice and talk about what they like about the game is going to be welcome to do so. We're going to talk about builds. We're going to talk about what we enjoy about the game. And we're going to celebrate it here at the end of the year. In the middle of it, probably an hour before New Year's, it's going to be the world premiere of a new video that I think is going to be hopefully appreciated by the community as the ultimate expression of celebration for City of Heroes for 2026. I have this little hope that's going to become my top most viewed video. I certainly have edited the hell out of it, which I rarely do. You're excited to get back in? Well, we're excited to have you. And come join our Discord server if you want. You can actually join me in voice channel right now if you want. I'm in voice. So anybody can jump on and become part of the chit chat. Or you can text or whatever. But we have a big community there, so you're welcome to join us. But yes, I'm very excited to get back in too. Let's do another stalker. Let's see here. The only thing I like about melee is the fact that I've not done melee, so a lot of this is new to me. You've not played in a very long time? Well, that was me a couple of years ago. So in January, when they made the announcement that it had gone public and gone okay with NCSoft, I came back. I hadn't played in years. And when I played, it was when City of Villains first came out. I played for a few months and I didn't play after that. So it was really different. It took a lot to get used to. So I have a lot of videos that I have and that I'm working on to help people reintegrate back into the game because it doesn't really explain itself super well, and that's okay. Let's see here. What is this game called? Homecoming. Yeah. But that's what I do on this channel. To tell you guys a little bit about myself, I am mostly a solo and casual player. I do occasionally duel with people or trio. I don't like large groups. I don't do task forces very often. We'll probably do one on Mondays that I run, and that's about it. I just don't like to do a lot of big groups because I like to feel important. When you're in a group of 8 people, it's hard to feel like you contribute very much. You can hardly tell what impact you're having. Heck, half the time I just stand by and everyone mows everything down without me. But when you're with just 2 people or 1 person or yourself, then obviously everything you do becomes a lot more important. Your control powers as a controller are suddenly a lot more important. I don't know if my laptop's powerful enough. This thing will run on a toaster oven. You know that, right? This is a 2003 MMO. This thing will run on a graphic calculator. Yeah. You know, it runs on pretty low-end rigs. This is still the same game it was back then. They really haven't changed it a whole lot. So it'll run on a pretty old system. It's designed for that. Kinetic melee ice armor. Is that a thing? Kinetic melee? Can we get the mouse to not be kinetic melee? You have a mix of light attacks and slow heavy attacks, including some with range. All attacks in the set except Assassin's Strike reduce the damage of strength of enemies who are hit. So the game is saying, or the AI is saying, kinetic melee ice armor. Electric melee shield. We'll try kinetic melee ice armor. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, no, you should be good, man. You should be good. The game should work on just about anything, really, that comes out today. Keep in mind that any computer that's come out in the last, I don't know, 15 years has to have some graphics capability because they designed even the Chromebooks are designed to run videos and stuff, so they have to have some ideally. Oh. So as bad as Kinetic Melee is, it is best on Stalkers. Yeah, Stalkers can set up double build up in case Stalker enhancements can't. Last was Ice Stone Moo. Ice Stone Moo. My favorite I've been running is Ice Radiation Moo. Electric Melee Shield. Savage Melee, which I use on Brute. Street Justice. It'll throw out multiple big damage attacks. Street Justice. Wow. There's a lot of things here I'm just really not familiar with this. I'm going to do, I think, Kinetic Melee. Let's do Kinetic Melee. Let's just give it a shot. Why not? And they're saying Dark has a lot going for it. Bio, of course, always has a lot going for it. Let's see, Energy Aura. Let's see if that has... let's see if it has defense. Your defense is smashing. Alright, not your resistance. That's what I'm kind of looking for in this, is I want to do a little bit of defensive builds and see how well they go. Yeah. I'm making up characters, Ghost, for our runs tonight. Characters that can level up. I can sit around and level up. Is what I'm looking to do. What did I just pick? Kinetic energy. Kinetic and energy. Kinetic and energy. Kinetic energy. Kinetic energy stalker. Stalker. Kinetic energy stalker. What the heck is that outfit? I just need like a placeholder outfit that kind of matches what they're doing. Doesn't need to be exact. Oh, that might not work. It's today, Ghost. It is today. It's very exciting. Kinetic energy stalker cyborg might work. Did I make this origin tech? I did now. I did now. All right, this is energy. Maybe you should get myself toss a few extra ideas together. Yeah, that's what I just want to do. I'll have a bunch of characters that I level to 15 to 20 through these farms, so that later on I can sit down and play with them and work them through a few levels in their teens. I guess theoretically I could do this on the test server too, but I like having them in my back pocket here on live. So this is energy kinetics. So let's ask the AI what ideas it has for energy kinetics. What about energy kinetic sentinel? Or stalker. When in doubt, retcon. Exactly. I just throw them together. I don't care about their outfits. I can always go back and change their looks and names later. Photon Rush actually sounds pretty interesting. How much you make about that one's taken up? Holy cow. Photon Rush it is. I did pick a... Oh, we gotta pick a secondary power. Oh, let's see. Hide makes you impossible to detect. Kinetic Shield gives you defense. Just smashing and lethal attacks. Gotta have Hide, you're a stalker. It was like a bad killing machine gone wrong. Need to change this to a villain. Where do you pick your... Oh, you pick it later at the end, I think. Speaking of someone that soloed 2 of them, if you want to make a Psy melee character, I recommend them for this. The beginning levels are just a pain. I have a Psychic Ninja Stalker, and I do enjoy playing that character quite a bit. But yeah, I think I did the beginning levels, and I do recall them being a little bit painful, I recall. And whatnot. I do recall. So what I'm doing is I'm making these characters, I'm filling them up with double XP, and then I'll rotate them on the farm. I'll rotate them out whenever they hit level 15 to 20. So we'll do that. And Pocket D on the villains is like over here. Yeah. Yeah. Since you're here, Ghost, you're pretty good with builds. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and park Gale Stalker over here. Yeah, my psychic ninjutsu stalker has one AoE. She really is like supposed to be focused on single targets, but she does have boggle. So confusing opponents so they beat the shit out of each other never gets old. So there is that. Happy New Year's, 99 Insight. I hope you're going to be here for the party tonight. Party starts at 8 p.m. Eastern or earlier. I hope you'll be there or be square. Ghost, what is City of Heroes Rebirth? Is this the right site? No. You're looking for City of Heroes Homecoming, my friend. City of Heroes Homecoming. Let me give you the link here. Let me give you the link so you can join us. You want to be on the official server. So you want to be... uh-oh. Let me give you the link here. All right. Let's see here. You want to go to this Getting Started page right here. Let me give you the link. This is where you want to get started here, buddy. Right there. There you go. All right. Ghost, what is the best solo tanker you can tell me power set wise? One that kills faster than 2 miles an hour. Oh, C-Lab. Oh, hey, C-Lab. Yes, I do recognize that handle. Yes, it is the officially endorsed server, and it's the only one I will play on, because, as I tell people, NCSoft can shut all of these down, including the official one. But if I see, a bunch of people on my lawn, I'm much more likely to kick the people off that I haven't given permission to before than I am the one who I have given permission to. So, I stick with the server that has official permission, and whatever have you. Cool, 99. So what's a good tanker? I have heard... So I don't play a lot of tankers because they kill slower than a snail crawling through molasses going uphill both ways in the middle of winter. So I don't solo tankers a lot, nor controllers for the same reason. But I am told if you do... There is Fire, Fiery Aura, and Fire Melee. There's also Bio Staff. So Bio, of course, gives you offensive adaptation, and Staff with all of its myriad of AoE-ish attacks can be pretty useful. I'm a little iffy on Staff, though. I love the idea of a staff weapon, but in City of Heroes, it feels like a limp noodle. Like the animation of when you hit somebody feels very unsatisfying, as opposed to martial arts on my Dominator where I kick them and they fall down. It feels so good. Yeah. So my thing with Insight is I don't play a lot in big groups, and I mostly solo and play with duos and occasionally with trios. So I need a tanker that does if I'm gonna play a tanker, I need a tanker that does some damage, because I did videos showing a tanker literally taking 14 hits with enhancements, 14 hits to kill Lieutenant. That's way too many to kill Lieutenant. Yeah, hey, how's it going, Octave? Let me show you guys what I mean, okay? This is why I rank tanker so low. Let's pull up a tanker. Because I do have a tanker or two somewhere on the list. Alright, here's Pink Yellow Ranger. Alright. Pink Tinker Ranger. A level 40 Ranger. A level 40 Ranger with invulnerability and martial arts. Now, I love martial arts, and it fits the theme of the Power Rangers, right? I mean, the Tanker Rangers. Why am I Exemplar 234? Am I in a quit task force? Okay. I don't know what she was doing. We're taking her out. All right. So let's go beat up some minions here. Now these are blue minions. Should be pretty darn easy. Now there's no lieutenants here, sadly, so but we'll bake our cake with what we got. So come over here and just start beating these guys up. 1 hit, 2 hits. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, you know what? Hell, if I have my defenses turned on. Okay. All right. This is embarrassing. She's a tanker that gets knocked into the river. Let's go find something else to kill. I don't like those guys. All right. Green. Green's good, right? Green should be good. I'm even gonna do my big super. That's a lieutenant. 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits. At least it's not 14. Come back over here. 4 hits, 5 hits, 6 hits, 7 hits, 8 hits with focus chi. And that's a green. That's a green. So you can imagine against a yellow lieutenant, 14 hits. It's like watching paint dry. And then as a result, Sunshine runs out of endurance. Now, I can probably work on the endurance. To be fair, this is probably not the most optimized character in the world. But dang nabbit. Now, it's not even really against martial arts. I know the animations on martial arts can be a little slow. I'm kind of okay with that personally. It's the number of hits. I play martial arts on Dominator, and I like it fine there on Dom. It's really just how slow it works on Tanker, which makes it feel like a Tanker problem to me and not a martial arts problem. What do we have planned for tonight? So starting at 8 p.m. Eastern or earlier, that's 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central. For a minimum of 4 hours, we'll be counting down the New Year's in Eastern Time, and we will be farming the entire night. I'm more convinced now that we're just going to be farming the entire night because I have like 18 tunes I need to level up. So we're going to be fire farming, and we're going to be celebrating City of Heroes. People in the voice chat will be talking about what we like. People in the text chat will be talking about what we love about this game. And we'll just spend the entire night while we're hanging out, drinking, and partying like it's 1999 or like it's 2026. We're going to be just enjoying City of Heroes and enjoying each other's company. Yeah, that's the big plan. Oh, and at 11 p.m. Eastern, the world premiere of my most edited video yet. I'm very excited to share it with everybody. And then roll them into... That's how you tank, right? I like that, Leo. The correct answer to all of my problems is just roll it into a brood and call it a day. Well, you know, so here's a white lieutenant. Here's a white lieutenant, guys, right? Here's a white lieutenant. Here we go. All right, buckle up because it's going to be a boring ride. All right. 1. Oh, she actually did some good damage there. Is that a lieutenant? Wow. 3, 4, 5. Okay, this isn't too bad. She knocked him in 5? Okay, that's not the performance I'm used to seeing, but I'll take it. I think these guardians they're made of crystal. Maybe they're weak to smashing or something because she's just kicking their ass. Yeah, if she kicked this kind of butt all the time, I wouldn't be complaining. Still endurance heavy. Get down, cat. I need to respect the character probably. Yeah. Yeah, take whatever parts you pick for you. That's why I lean more brutes. I do actually, Ghost. I do lean more brutes, but and so on my solo tier list, I have brutes at A+, up there with sentinels and masterminds, and then I have tankers down at B. Now this is for soloing through the leveling process, particularly before level 40. And the big reason why tanker is so much further down, even though it's just as survivable as a brute, is the damage. The damage just leaves me crying in tears. Tears, I say. All right, here's a couple of Cray lieutenants. These are green. So we'll go some street sweeping here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not too bad. 6, but it is a green. What is it, 3 levels below me? Can I not find some level 40 enemies? Let me go do like a street mission or something, and then I'll get some good level even level mobs. Man, her endurance sucks. Like, holy cow, what the hell's going on? How can a tank suck up so much endurance? Let me turn off her defenses. Let me just take a look at the enhancements here. We've even got endurance reduction, a few of these, which I rarely do. We got 3 in stamina. Why are you such an endurance hog? Yeesh. Okay. Oh, well, we got the endurance reduction and defensive powers, which absolutely makes sense. I have too many slots in this power. I could put another endurance reduction there. That's not going to save my life at point 19 to point 15. Yeesh. Combat jumping. Not worth turning on, I guess. Might be a case of high attack, low defense for those. Let's see here. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Seriously, dudes? Leave me alone for a second. I'm trying to figure out what to do next. Gosh. Alright, so let's go for tips. Let's see if we don't have an alignment mission. Investigate. Stop flambeau. Alright, so let's just go into a typical mission and see how our little tanker does. Endurance issues aside. Maybe he feels just a cranky old man. Tanker's more tanky than Bruno long run, but yeah, it's noticeably slower. Yeah, and I don't mind that it's slow. So understand, I love Dominators. Dominators are definitely not the fastest killers, right? Sentinels, Corruptors, Blasters, even Masterminds, I feel like, are all above Dominators. But I love playing Doms. They don't have to be the fastest for me. Oh, here we go. Here we go, boys. An Orange Lieutenant. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is about to get good, and good in a really bad way. Alright. Wish me luck, boys. Wish me luck. Oh, no wonder my endurance is down. I have super jump turn on, and I have freaking athletic run turn on. That would explain endurance. Okay. Here we go. That was my fault, Ghost. I had travel powers turned on. What do I have planned for tonight? Tonight, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, we will be doing farms non-stop. We'll hold as many people as we can. We'll rotate people out if we need to. If we can get multiple farmers going, that would be great to handle everybody. And we're going to talk about what we love about the game all night long while we drink and celebrate the new year. At 11 p.m. Eastern will be the world premiere of a video for 2026. I'm very excited for it. I did a lot of editing on it, and I hope you guys like it. Something to give to your friends who aren't into City of Heroes yet. Ha ha ha. Alright, so... And we'll count down the new year, in Eastern time anyways. So let's see how many hits it takes to take down this lieutenant. Well, we'll take out this guy first. Did I kill him yet? Alright, minions down in like 4 hits. So he's already been hit once. There's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 hits. Remember I told you it was 14 hits in the last test I did to kill a lieutenant in a mission. Now, one thing I don't understand about these missions lately, why are these all, you know, why is everything higher level than me? I'm not sure. I swear they screwed up the difficulty in these games. But more and more missions, the beginning of the missions in particular, seem to have a lot of +1s. So that doesn't help things out any. But 14 is too much to kill a lieutenant. I'm sorry. And yeah, that's going to choose some endurance when you do that many attacks in a row. Right? Get the popcorn. Yeah, we're going to get the popcorn, get the booze, and we're going to celebrate New Year's in style tonight. Can you solo with this? Technically, sure. I hardly ever die on this character. but it's just watching paint dry. It really, really is. And I love martial arts. I swear my Dominator does more damage with martial arts than this character does, right? I mean, I love the animations. They're a little on the slow side. I don't know why she's not knocking them over. Are these guys all immune to... Oh, there we go. There's a knockdown. So, roundhouse kick there. Okay, that was a big whiff and a miss. There we go. The minions aren't too bad. It's the lieutenants that you really feel... The minions are taking like 4 or 5 hits to kill, which is probably still too many, but a blaster, of course, can kill a minion with their powerful attacks in a single hit. Hell, I've had him snipe lieutenants in a single hit. I'm not asking for single hit lieutenants, but get me to where it's steadily under 10. Well, there's always ways to more optimize the build. Absolutely. Let's take a look here. We've got 2 damages in all the attack powers, so it's not an issue of not having enough, you know, reds in the attack powers, except for the later ones, because, you know, slots are a problem. But we got plenty of attack in each one. This is pretty typical for most of... I understand that when in my head, my expectations are set from playing my characters pretty much the same way. I didn't treat the tank any different than I treat anybody else. For the most part, it's usually 2 attacks, 1 accuracy, or 2 and 2. So through the leveling process. Now, once you get up to past your 40s, you can start putting the 5th slot and 6th slot in. You can start putting in sets. But, and hell, I've got 3 damaging deals in Dragon's Tail because it's my big AoE, and I put a reduction in there, you know, and whatever have you. Yeah, could we squeak some more juice out of this? Sure, but that's my point is I don't have to do that with any other class. Right? As long as I got a couple reds in there in each one, I'll load up my martial arts Dominator. Sunshine kicks ass. I just swear tankers get like lower attack values or something. I don't know. It's weird. How much damage does a tanker do versus a Dominator with their melee attacks? Does anybody know? Because melee is secondary for both Dominators and tankers, right? So there's that. There's that, right? Well, and usually, Ghost, what people will tell me is so when it comes to the AoEs, what people will say is what you want to do is you want to do like fire, or staff bio because they have more AoE attacks and they have auras. And with that aura, you focus on the minions first, taking them out using AoEs and auras. So by the time you get to Lieutenant, he only needs like 5 or 6 hits more to kill. Which again is kind of an interesting strategy. That's fair. It's probably a good strategy. But again, it just feels weak. I'm going to take out the Storm Kick and throw in slots into a more damaging power. Yeah, probably. You know, I mean, that'll raise their damage a little bit. The third red, because I'm at 36%, so that's what, 73%, I think, damage. So the next red can only bring it up another few points, right? Because you get to diminishing returns on that third red. They do love to res, and yeah, they are obnoxious. This is also true. They are pretty obnoxious. All right, so let me see if we pull up and log out this character. The Freak Show enemies are really cute. They are super, super cute. So let's go for Dominator, right? Hold on 1 second.
Is that a little boy?
That's a little boy. That's your son. All right, so let's try Dominator. Dominator. Let me show you what I mean. Symphony Control, Martial Arts Dominator. Okay? Let's just take a look. Maybe I'm crazy.
What a cute
Now this one's only level 27, so we don't have as many slots to play with. Let's take a look at her powers. 2 reds, 1 accuracy, right? Similar to the other one. We don't have as many powers. This is martial assault instead of martial arts or whatever, so we got slightly different powers here, but kind of the same. I've only got 4 attack powers because she's lower level, right? So let's find someplace to get into trouble.
Except he's not mommy boy. He's daddy boy.
No, he's a mommy's boy.
No. What? Meow. Hey! No
Alright.
fighting.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good mix ghost, by the way, if you have 6 slots on a power. I feel like that's good. Alright, let me see if I have a mission up here. It's a level 26 mission. She's level 27. Close enough.
Where are we going?
Alright, so let's just have her beat up on some lieutenants here. If you look at a scrapper compared to a brewer tanker, yeah, just in a skill description, it's just kind of weird. I guess we could go through the details. We could go to a test server and just make like a level 40 brute, scrapper, and dominator, and just compare the damage output, right? But I like using Dominator because, for this conversation, because, oh great, they're all blue. Well, I was kind of hoping for something a little bit harder than blue, but we'll work with blue for now. Go ahead and just kill some of these guys real quick and get to a lieutenant is what I'm looking for. And I think these guys tend to have some high miss chances, so this isn't exactly apples to apples. But I love the animation on like the martial arts. Go have him go after his friends or something. I don't know where that ghost is going off to. I circle of thorns. Fucking ghost and shit. It's always got to be ghost. A bunch of minions here. No lieutenants yet. Whack. Kick him in the face. Kick him in the face. See, I mean, she just gets through things really quickly. Now, her 1 and 2 control powers do some decent damage. I would say they're on par with punches or whatever have you. So I usually count them as such. I love throwing shuriken. Yeah, it's really, really great. It's really fun. It's a good. I ended up loving this a lot more. I made this character off of concept alone. Black Canary from DC Comics. I think she's a really cool DC character, so I made Blue Lazuli here instead of Black Canary. But same thing. She's basically got sonic control, and then she has martial assault. Right. So she hits them hard with the sonic powers, then goes in for the kill with the martial attack. So we have a lieutenant there. And then we have Sunshine over here, which I'm going to just confuse him. And I'll stun this one. Alright, so we're going to just try to beat this guy up with attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 for her. So maybe a little high on the Dominator. But 11 to kill that lieutenant there. I know this is hardly scientific, different enemy types, slightly different levels. But I just, maybe it's just a feeling that I have that I just get through these faster. Plus, there's the fact that some of the attacks that I'm using in that attack chain are like control attacks. So I'm getting that nice secondary effect, whereas with a tank, I guess your secondary effect is you're taunting them a bit, which in solo, of course, doesn't mean shit. It can mean if they have ranged attacks, because with taunted on the you know, on a tanker, I believe what it does is it reduces their range, so they won't at least run away and try to shoot you with a gun. So there is that. No, play day. I wish they could make a blaster shuriken power. Oh, that would be cool. Wait, isn't there martial arts blaster, guys? What? It's secondary. You don't think they can use shuriken? That's rude. Oh. Trick shot. Boom. Dead. Yeah. Yeah. So, let's see here. So it's a different martial arts set. Early AoE, slow clear speed, lets the poison stack to a meaningful amount. Oh, with spines? That's probably a good point, Ghost. If spines has poison, but tankers kill slowly, you can actually see the poison take effect and build up and clear things out. So let's go back to my original question. Let me get out my Dominator here. Because I do need to get going. But I'll be back tonight, guys. But my original question before I would like to build a tank that is going to be a little bit better at solo clearing than, obviously, this first one that I built off the Tanker Ranger series. Yeah. Yeah, the only good thing about the threat generation is that my understanding is that threat on tankers and I think on brutes reduces enemy range, which keeps them close, which is very nice. You don't get it on scrappers. The scrappers taunt does nothing for solo at all, but cutting down the range on enemies brings them in close for your melee AoEs. So you guys help me build a nice little tiny tanker. Okay. I mostly will play brutes. Let me just take a look at... I'll show you what I've got so far. Let's take a look at what I got so far for some context, right? Actually, let's switch to a villain music. To do that, I got to log into a villain and log back out. So let me log into a villain, because I know we all like the villain music better. Okay. Alright, so this is a community... Let's talk about what I have so far in Melee, okay? So in Melee, I have Savage Fire, and I do enjoy this one quite a bit. I've recently created the War Mace Shield Defense, which in the test server I played seemed like it was fun. Actually, no, I don't have this. This is probably trashed here because I built this as a scrapper. I rebuilt this as a scrapper. So I'm short on brutes. I probably need a new brute. This is my farm. This is a farmer brute. I could use another brute, so I need a tanker and a brute. But I think, let me see if I have a new brute in the works. Sentinel, Sentinel, Dominator, Blaster, Brute. Okay, I have Winter Axe. He's going to be Battle Axe and Vulnerability Brute. So I do have a Brute. A new Brute. So we have Axe and Vulnerable Brute, Savage, Savage Melee Fire. We have Radiation Melee Fiery Aura, which is a Farmer. And then for Stalker, we have Psionic Melee. For Scrapper, I have Dual Blades, Dark Armor. I should mention that Stalker is Psionic Melee Ninjutsu. And then for Scrapper, we have War Mace and Shield Defense. Now the new characters I have made, actually this guy actually is pretty funny. Toilet Tanker, Brute, Titan Weapons, Bio Armor, Toilet Tanker. That doesn't make sense. I think I use that as a name holder. So, as I mentioned, I've got that Brute made up for tonight as well. So I could use at least another Tanker and maybe another Brute. So I could use your idea, specifically, again, focus on solo duo type of play. Yeah. So if you want to, if you want to look at it when you get home, Ghost. I don't have to make this right now. This can wait till, as long as I make it before the show tonight. So Rad and Spines. Go dual AoE, Spines, Radiation Melee, and Ice, Fire Armor, etc. Alright, so let's take a look at this Spines. On a Tanker, you say? So if we create a character, and we're going to do... Let's take a look at melee damage. So we're going to do... Because I want to do one Tanker, one Brute. So Tanker, you're saying we're going for Spines and Radiation Melee. So Radiation. So this is going to get you Radiation Beta Decay. Nearby foes will have a chance to hit and defenses decrease slightly and will be taunted. You get a recharge bonus per nearby target up to 10. Let's see here. Ground 0, you release a mixture of radiation to the arc. Nearby foes will be hurt, suffering moderate damage immediately, followed by moderate toxic damage over time. Affected foes will have their defenses reduced. Now, defenses means they're going to be easier to hit. Nearby allies will be healed for a moderate amount and will recover health over time. This power can hit a total of 30 targets, friends and foes. Let's see here. So you're saying that with Spines. I say the one thing, I haven't really gone Spines because I'm not really big on the look of it. You got these bones coming at you. It's kind of weird. So if you do Radiation Melee, and the Radiation Melee has some really, I use that on farmers a lot, right? I use the irradiated ground, use the big atom smasher and stuff. You have some good offense there, I think, in Radiation Melee. Absolutely. And I use them for brutes, for farming. Yeah. So you said Ice Armor. I thought Ice Armor sucked on. Somebody told me it kind of sucked on Tankers, or is that brutes I'm thinking of? What do we have here under this? We have Frozen Armor. We have Rime. Hoarfrost. Activating this power covers you in a thick layer, protecting you. Chilling Embrace. While active, you dramatically lower the temperature, slowing the attack rate of all nearby foes as well as their movement speed and damage. That sounds really great for anybody who's tanking. Wet Ice. That's your Mez resistance. Permafrost. Permafrost gives you strong resistant cold damage, fire, a bunch of other things. Icicles continuously cuts foes that attempt to enter melee range, so you got that nice aura there. Let's see. My shift barely starts, so it's going to be a while. Okay. No go with an armor that also has an AoE Tora Ongo. Oh. Ice is really good? You think Ice is really good? Okay, that sounds interesting to me because I have never done Ice Armor before, and I prefer that over doing Radiation again because I've got Radiation on half my farming tunes. So I'd like to do something a little bit different. I'll give this a shot. Alright. It's interesting how for level 1 you can pick from these first 3 here. Frozen Aura, Rime, and Horror Frost. Let's see. Good defense to smashing lethal attacks. Activate this power is with the storm. Toxic damage. Oh, it's one or the other. Horror Frost or Rime. Activating this power covers you in a thick layer. It can absorb the impact of enemies, effectively increasing your maximum hit points. Grants you resistance to toxic. What's the difference? What's the difference between Rime and Horror Frost? Oh, there's different looks for the spines? I could take a look at them. Go Rime? Okay, we'll go Rime then. Alright. I could take a look at spikes, because I still got to do a brute. So we'll take a look at the spikes, just see what they look like. Alright, I'm listening to you guys. We went Rime. Alright, now what's a good offensive power? Well, I guess we could try spines on here. Right, it's an offensive power. I don't know why I was thinking defensive power. We could try this. Let me just take a look at what they look like real quick. Let me take a look. I'm going to do a tiny tank guy. Just big, beefy, tanky guy. I don't do too many of these Titan guys, so if I do a tanker, I got to do at least one. Alright, let's take a look at... Ice Armor is pretty good. That's what one of my tankers is. I'm gonna give it a shot. I think you guys are onto something. I think you're leading me in a good direction. Let me take a look at what the spikes, right? So you say I can do the spikes somewhere? Is that under aura? Where do I play with the spikes? Oh, it's probably under powers. Wait, costume. Ice spines. Here we go, spines. So here we have spines. See, those spiky spines don't do that much for me, but what about metal spines? Oh, now those do look more badass. Okay, what about crystalline spines? Okay, now we can color these to match so they just look like parts of his icicles. Oh, okay, I'm feeling this a little bit better now. I'm feeling that a little bit better now. Okay. All right. Well, hold on to that. Ooh, radiation poison. Would that be a good brute ghost? Hold on to that thought for a minute. Let me take a look. We have crystal. We have slate spines. Yeah, I think I agree with you guys. I think the metal spikes look the best, especially if I color them to kind of match his ice theme. It just looks like he's hitting you with these really nasty, hard icicles. Yeah, I think you have to do it for each one. Yeah, that could be doable. Okay, I think I can dig this. Because I couldn't do the look. I mean, my theming is important, boys and girls. Okay, I have priorities in life. I have to have some theming. Oh, what is this? Metal Spikes alt. There's Metal Spikes alt, and then there's Metal Spikes. Oh, I think I like the alt on that one. Where he just kind of like says, chop, 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 chop. Oh yeah, no, we're keeping that guy there. That's a keeper. All right. Icy Porcupine. No, I like it, guys. Thank you very much. I really do. I really do like it. Whoops. Build up. Everything he does has to have spikes on it. Even if he does a build up, it has to have spikes. Whatever. All right. Impale. Metal spikes. Quills. Metal spikes. I probably could have done just one color, apply to all of them, but too late now. Spikes. Oh, here we go. Match power cross power sets. Okay. Close enough. Let me see here. We're real picky about our colors. All right. So there's our big ice dude. I could probably work on his looks later a little bit more, but I like this idea. Icy porcupine it is. Tiny. Let me see if Tiny Tank is available. I actually had a character in City of Heroes named Tiny Tank. So, yeah, Ghost. I had to get rid of that default look. Thank you guys so much for that. I would have never, like, honestly, I would have, let me turn off this logo's in the way. I just realized my logos are in the way. I would have never chosen spines ever because I can't get over how ugly the look is. So thank you for showing me that was customizable. That makes a big difference to me there. Now I'll give it a shot. Let me just make his color a little bit lighter there. Maybe like that. Or save. Actually, this isn't too shabby for an icy dude. Just gonna save that real quick. Okay. So this guy is ready for leveling. Now, were we talking about radiation and poison? Like, is that a combo for brutes? Let's see here. Ask about your special. No, show me your wares. Buffs. XP. Pocket D. I swear Pocket D's on villains. Oh, he's got to be some weird-ass place in the back alley somewhere. Yeah. Alright, let's park him. Park him in the right place here for leveling. Let me see, can you ultimize? I think there's actually, on the villain side, there's a full icon vendor, I think. I was just wondering if I could change its height, actually. I don't know if I picked the right height. It's the important things in life. Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, we want him a little bit smaller. He's a tiny tank. But he can have a big chest, big ass waist, big hips, small legs. Now he's a smaller tank. He's a tiny tank. Roar! Look at the tiny tank, guys. He's so tiny. He's a tiny tank. Alright, so he's ready for leveling. Oh, you find spines can have non-tanks in the sense that they die too much for the poison to do too much. Fair enough. All right, so what's another good? Let's see if we can find a good brute build before I leave. Brute. All right. already got dual blades on a scrapper. I haven't done claws. I've got battle axe. I think I've got enough weapony types. Did I do that melee? Kinetic melee? I don't know if we ever actually made the melee one. Well, I've got Savage Melee. There's the new Sonic Melee. Have any of y'all use the new Sonic Melee? Just thematically, I have a hard time. I guess like the Shocker from Spider-Man, I have a hard time imagining what that looks like. Street Justice. I've never done Street Justice before. What do you guys think? Let's see, Stone Melee. Spines, Staff Fight. Did I ever make this? I guess I go Staff Fighting. What if I did the Staff Fighting bio on a Brute? I never think the staff feels good, but it does a lot of AoE. Or maybe the martial arts would just feel better on a Brute. Since I don't like it on the tank. I have not done Super Strength. Let's take a look at Super Strength. Jab, punch, haymaker, hand clap, knockout blow, rage, so you like the Hulk. Hurl sounds pretty cool. Chunk of earth and enemy and foot stomp. Oh, that sounds like the Hulk. It all sounds badass. All right, let's try that. What would go well with it? What's gonna go well with that one? What do you guys think? I'll give this a minute because there's a little bit of a delay on YouTube. It's good. The name's boring though. Super Strength is kind of boring. It looks pretty interesting though. Absolutely. Invulnerability strong with it? What else? So I got like several invulns. Is there anything else that's good with that I could try that might be a little bit different? I know the armors don't have a lot of interaction anyways, but I figure it doesn't hurt to ask. Let's see here. I'm just looking some things up. Let's see what the internet says. What goes well with Super Strength on Brute Homecoming? Willpower. Willpower. Ooh, I've not done willpower before. Do I have willpower? Oh, I think I have willpower on... I was thinking about putting it on a Sentinel, but I don't know if I ever did it. Willpower. Oh, you just said willpower too. I think I'm going to do willpower. Let's see. Slightly resistance to all other types. Mind over power. You become highly resistant to smashing, lethal, and psionic damage. I'm going to start with that because that's kind of basic. Alright. A Brute. What kind of character do I want for a Brute? Let me just take a look at my other characters real fast, see where I'm at with these. So we have, because I think I made Bio Armor Titan weapon to go polar opposite of your Titan tank. Ooh, that's a good, interesting take. Bio Armor with Titan weapon, is that a good combo? I might do both. I could use a couple of Stalkers. So let's see here. So I had, let me just see if I put willpower on anything. I thought I put willpower on a new character lately. Wait, do I have a Sentinel with... Oh, that's Tiny Tank. Let's put him on the level up page. Hey, how's it going, Ladara? We're getting ready for the celebration tonight, so I'm prepping a whole bunch of new characters that I want to level up. Because we're going to be running farms all night while celebrating the new year and getting ready and just talking all night about what we like about City of Heroes, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I think I did Dark Blast, Dark Armor, Psychic Blast. I have a Willpower Sentinel. But I don't know how far I'll get with that, to be honest. Kinetic Melee, Energy Aura. So we're going to say... melee damage. I like this idea that you guys have of super strength, willpower. Alright, we're gonna keep that. I think we'll do this as a big beefy dude. I mean, it just kind of sort of has to be. It's super strength. It just feels like big beefy dude would be the way to go. And what have you. That's a small big beefy dude. That's a big beefy dude. Just want to take a quick look for him real quick. Oh, you know what? He can be the, where's that biker? Yeah, he can be the big biker dude. Boop. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, and he is called the Incredible Bulk. Oh, of course, that's already taken. I'm about to head out, actually. Indomitable. But we're going to be back at 8 p.m. tonight. Eastern Standard Time. 5 p.m. Pacific. Yeah. Yeah. Indomitable? How do you spell Indomitable? Gotta look that up. Don't want to, like, misspell it. And be that guy who's walking around with a bad spelled name. Is that how you spell it? Indomitable bulk. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Titan Bido. You think of Nightmare from Soul Calibur? Okay, so we're going to do the Indomitable Bulk. He will be super strength, willpower. And then we'll do that. What did you say? Titan weapon. Titan weapon. Bio. I like bio. I don't know how many of these characters will actually get leveled up tonight, but we'll see. We will see, we will see, we will see. And then tomorrow, if I have some good time, I should, I'll stream some of these characters that we leveled up and take them for test runs when they're like 15 to 20. You're in Solar Flare? What do you mean you're in Solar Flare? I've never heard of Solar Flare before. Now here's a question, right? If you build a melee character with a big weapon, but that character is small, do they have less reach somehow? Now I think about it, this little tanky guy looks a little small. This guy's supposed to be big. He's got those big, massive shoulders and stuff. He's awesome. There we go. He's 8 feet tall. I don't need to save this look, though. There he goes. Now he's a big, beefy dude. Oh, you're... Oh, Solar Flare's the name of your account. Oh, okay. I thought you like in something called Solar Flare. I'm like, oh no, you found a new server that doesn't exist. No. Yeah. Well, we're on Excelsior, so make sure if you want to join us, make sure you're on Excelsior. You don't have to join us in the server if you don't want, but that's always an option. And then we'll be streaming to everybody, no matter what they're playing in. So everyone's welcome to chat, no matter where they're playing. All right. So one more. We're going to do the Titan weapon. Let me just take a look. Do smaller characters have less reached City of Heroes Homecoming? No. Okay. Just making sure. Don't know exactly how the physics on that work, but just making sure. So the Indomitable Bulk is all ready for tonight. Boom. All right, so one more is a magic brute who is Titan weapon. Let's see, you take a swipe, cause light smashing, giving you increased defense, crushing blow, reducing their defense, okay. And then we have bio, which I've used bio quite a bit on my Sentinel. I love it. I absolutely do love it. I do. I have no clue where to go for this one. For a quick alpha. Oh my gosh. I'm looking for like something that looks like it's handling Titan weapons. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Pocket D outfit. Sure, why not? Actually, the Enforcer look may not be the worst way to go. To replace one of my Rangers, really. Oh, it's a lot of stuff there. Where's the one I'm looking for? I know what preset I'm looking for now. There, mecha armor. Well, that's okay. What are you doing? Making all these new tunes? That's right. We're gonna level all these new tunes tonight in our fire farms when we're celebrating tonight. So it's all about celebrating tonight. I love the glowing stuff on these characters right here. Interesting. Cyborg. Classic steampunk. Classic steampunk. She's got a little clock on her waist. Huh. Kind of a wacky concept there. Oh gosh, that's not okay. Give you an SG invite? Yeah, if you want to meet me in City Hall or in Ouroboros, just let me know where. I can jump in the Firebug and do that. We can definitely do that. Let's see here. Yeah. 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 Alright, where is Enforcer? Where are you at, Enforcer? Enforcer heavy. There we go. We'll use this for now. Alright, so the weapons, the Titan weapons, right? These are the things that sell the thing. Look at that big ass weapon. That's a big ass sword. Alright, what do we have? We have razor sword, we have big axe, we have big hammer. We have an atomic smasher. Ooh, fancy. Rail cross design weapon, call them pain train. Call them the pain train. Oh, wow, look at that guy. That thing's got Eldridge. Look at that. You know, in other games, you'd have to, like, get that on, like, an epic rage. You know that, right? That's pretty cool. Oh, I swapped those colors. Oh, gives you a white blade. I see. Blue blade. Ooh. Ah. Okay, Purgatory Sword is up there. How many swords do I have to go through? Oh gosh. Whoa. Wow. Wow, there's some cool looking weapons here. I think we're gonna stick with Purgatory Sword for now. Alrighty. Let's see here. This is Brutus Ranger Green. Brutish Ranger Green. That's kind of a mouthful. Farmer Ranger made more sense. Brutish Ranger. Epic Ranger Green. I don't know. If you can call it, let's see here, Ouro. Okay. I think we're done. These are enough to get started. I can always change the looks and names later. It's not a big deal. And I'll get sweaty on the details before I really get into a character. Level them up a bit. And if I really like them by 30, then we give them more of a name and look. And if we enjoy them all the way up to 50, they get set bonus. We give them sets with set bonuses and a brand new fancy outfit and costume change macros. Few make it up to that level. Very few indeed. Ranger Green Smash, right? Ranger Green Thumb? I don't know. Show me your wares. Give me some double XP. actually one of my taller characters. I'm not used to seeing characters with such long legs. Okay. Jolly Green Ranger. Ooh. Now that has a ring to it. I like that one. Ah, what am I doing? Come over here. Okay. So there we go. We're all set. We're all ready for tonight. We are all ready for tonight, boys and girls. We have lots of characters ready to level up. Again, I hope you guys will be joining me. And by the way, if you want to come to Ouro, I will get any of you into the super group that needs to get in. Of course, we'll do this again tonight, so if you're busy right now, don't sweat it. There'll be more opportunities. Let me take Epic Ranger Green and put her on the list of people to level up here. So we have the Indomitable Bulk, Photon Rush, which is a kinetic energy stalker. We have Tiny Tank, who's iron armor spines. We have Tiny Mesmer, which is illusion control radiation, which I'm told is like one of the better solos deals. Aegis Pulse, which is Psychic Blast Willpower Sentinel. Blackest Hearth, which is Dark Sentinel. Void Reactor, which is Gravity Controlled Energy Assault. Psionic Rose, which is Psychic Blast Plant Manipulation Blaster. All Wet Slipstream, which is Water Blast Temporal Manipulation Blaster. Winter Axe, which is my Battle Axe Invulnerability Brute. And then Epic Ranger Green, which is Titan Weapon Bio Armor Brute. And the order I want to do these in, I definitely want to get Winter Axe up quickly, so I'm going to put him near the top because I'm running that with a friend. And then I probably want to get... I want to get Void Reactor because I really want to see what this gravity control can do. Dominator. I think Psychic Blast Sentinel could be very interesting, so we'll put that a little bit closer to the top. Or actually Dark Blast. Oh, Dark Blast is really good too. Let's see here. All Wet Slipstream is a Water Blaster. I love Water Blast, but I do have a Water Blast Corruptor, so that could be a little bit lower on the list. And I think I want to give the Super Strength... Not the Super Strength Brute is pretty good. Where's that tanker? Oh, we have the tanker we made right here. So I'll make sure he's kind of higher up on the list. We have the two Brutes. I can move one of them up a little bit. We have Super Strength, and we have the Titan Weapon Brute. I think the Super Strength I'm more interested in trying, so I think I will bump that one up a little bit higher, probably over the Controller. We could probably put the Controller above the Blasters, though. Let's see here. Sentinel, Psychic Blast, Dark Blast. I could probably stick the second Sentinel and swap it out with the Psychic Blast Blaster. Okay, it's probably a good order to have these guys in that I want to level them in. Alright, I'm going to go to Ouro. And if you know what the normal meeting place is at, that's where I want to go. There's my Ouro portal. Ouro portal, go. All right, so we'll go to the normal meeting place right over here. This is always my normal meeting place right here at the door. It's just easier to find people here. Sometimes this place gets really crowded, especially at night. And so any of y'all want to come into the guild, just jump right over here into Ouro. We'll give that a couple of minutes because I know there's a delay on the stream. And we'll get you into the super group. There you go. City official. Ooh. The extraordinary soup monster. Yeah. Welcome to the Hero Armada. Thank you. And let's see here. All the Sentinels will get crits, but they'll be smaller than Scrapper crits, someone's saying. Are they really smaller than Scrapper crits? I don't know. Let's see what the Scrapper gets for crits. Critical hit is a chance for double damage every time the Scrapper attacks. Well, that will, yeah, that's the let's see. In hand, all Scrappers have a chance to land a critical hit for up to double damage. The standard chance is 5% against players, pets, and critters of minion rank or below, and 10% on critters above minion. So 5 to 10%. So they're going to crit a lot more often then, because I think the Sentinel crit chance is 40%, but it's 40% damage. So 40% for 40% is a 16% increase in DPS, whereas you have like a 5% or 10% a double chance, that's a 10%. So it sounds like the Sentinel might be better, unless I'm misunderstanding how the math works. Are there ways to raise your critical hit chance as a Scrapper? I don't know. It's a good question. I'll worry about that later. I gotta get going. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys tonight for the big celebration. Have a great day and may God bless you.